The beast comes out in the dead of night. WrestleShoot eats a Tuesday night. Rob and Chris don't pull the punches, bitch. WrestleShoot, breaking it down. WrestleShoot, telling the facts. WrestleShoot, stories on the road. WrestleShoot, that's our Fighters podcast. No Carney ever escapes their sight. Coming at you live every Tuesday night. Hey, WrestleShoot, anti-social network. WrestleShoot, Vicky and Hot. WrestleShoot, sometimes act like jerks. WrestleShoot, always bringing on the guts.
God almighty.
Baby.
Wow, what
Good
a
God
menage a
Almighty is
trois
right
this
there.
is.
That's right.
That's right.
Good God Almighty is right, Max. It feels good to be back here, right back on WrestleShoot. I am your host, the Wild Thing, Rob Wilds, joined, of course, every single week by the lovely and talented, the multifaceted, my hetero life mate, Chris Casanova, and of course,
Chrissy, what's going on, Devil Dog?
That's right. Mr. Casanova's in the house. It's a pleasure to
Yeah.
be here once again. Thank you so
that's
much.
right,
I-
sir.
my
Let's
great-
not forget
Brand
Max.
new look, too.
Max, I'm trying to get you over, and you keep stepping on it. So
I'm fucking sorry.
instead,
Here,
I'm
watch
going to
this,
say,
I'll shut it up. Go.
instead, I'm just going to say, we're also joined by Max Payne and the most God excellent cat that's ever walked these four corners of a ring, the biggest and the baddest, Max's cat. And we're back for another episode of WrestleShoot. God, it
And we
feels
can't
good
forget,
to be.
hey, what?
Oh, wait, hang on, Kenny, buddy, we're working up to it. I'll bring you in soon. Just chill.
What's
Just
going
chill.
on? Hold on. What?
I don't know how he
Oh,
got access to jump
that was-
in.
The guest came in a little early. Sorry, guys, on that.
I
That's
thought
okay.
we had the cage all set up so that it was foolproof.
It's all right,
So,
man.
like,
You know what? I've been trying
happens.
to get Kenny Casanova to come on WrestleShoot for quite a while, and we
Right.
finally got him. I know me and Chris, they have their own little thing going on, but you were cool with it. Kenny was cool with it, so we went ahead and got him booked. But before we bring on Edie, Jesus fucking Christ, Kenny,
Down
I
there
told
again. Wait.
you.
Oh,
I
shut him up,
told
Kenny.
you that we'll bring you on in a couple of minutes. Let us
Just a
get
minute.
there.
Fuck that.
What the fuck is
Say it.
going? Shit,
Wow,
oh,
it's-
fucking mighty.
He's crazy.
Some shit's going on, man.
Some guys just, something, you drive it in. That's it. No matter what, hit it hard, bottom out. That's the fucking motto. I mean, sometimes.
But we do got to give credit where it's due, right? And
Yeah.
Kenny is a very entertaining lad. I've watched a lot of his online.
Well, I can't
stuff.
wait to get him on, man.
He's a great man.
Let's get dirty.
Yeah,
Should we
he'd be
just
good.
go ahead? He seems like he's eager. What do you think, Chris? Should we just do it now?
Yeah.
Just bring him in early, you think?
Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. It's been a long time coming, but we got our new buddy Kenny Casanova on the show. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, what's going on, Devil Dog?
Look, man, we got the names mixed up here. We're both Casanova, dude, but I'm Chris, dude. That's Kenny up there. What the fuck is
What?
going on?
Holy shit!
Shit.
Oh fuck! I think
Rob.
what did somehow we?
Well,
I am old. I am old. I got those fucking diabetic eyes, so sometimes I just.
Max, I think I figured out Max and Chris and Kenny, everybody. My apologies. I think what happened here is, fuck you for ribbing on me last week, Chris. That's what the fuck that is.
Are you back from your bender? Are you back from your bender in Fresno? Marty?
Oh dear! Oh goodness!
Yeah.
Boys!
Don't fucking worry about what me and Marty were doing. That's none of your business.
Yeah, because Marty can get as dirty as they get. So you gotta
Oh, yeah.
God, he's so fun.
gotta be careful with Marty. He's gentle. Gentle is the word. He needs some gentleness.
Well, this is really how you deal with Marty. When Marty's getting himself a little bit out of hand, like, for instance, if hypothetically we happen to be in a strip club, and let's just say that me and Marty may have been doing some coke and drinking that night. Maybe.
No.
Hypothetically.
Marysville? Was that Marysville?
No, this is hypothetical.
Oh,
So let's just say that may have all happened, and maybe Marty took his shirt off, took his pants off, and was spinning on the stage. And here comes about 6 bouncers who are very concerned with what their next step is going to be. Hypothetically, I might say, Marty, come on, sweetie. Let's go to the car bar. Let's get a shot. Let's do a bump. Let's get off the stage.
Marty.
Out of control.
I fucking love you, Marty. If you're watching, I love you, brother.
He's great, man.
So do I, brother, and I can't wait for the fucking day when we finally get together on this show, because I haven't talked, honestly, the last time I talked to Marty was in 1989 at the Congress Inn Hotel on Dickerson Road in Nashville, Tennessee.
Huh. Dickerson. That's just the kind of road that Marty would live on.
Oh, yeah.
Congress.
Actually, I talked to Marty just the other day, for real, like not in Fresno partying with
That's
him.
what you said, I think. Somehow I knew that.
And I said, hey, Marty, you got to come on the show. Max is doing it now, Max Payne. And he goes, oh, get the fuck out of here. I said, yeah, man, we've been putting up pictures on WrestleShoot of that old fucking Lincoln. He got a kick out of that, man.
Yeah. I'll never forget. It was so funny when I asked him. It was, it's one of those moments where when I said, hey, Marty, you abandoned. It's funny. I named the car after Jeff Jarrett's grandmother, who everybody in the territory affectionately knew as Miss Christine. And so I named the car after her and
called it a movie.
Pardon me?
Is that from a movie? Christine, the movie?
That's just plain Christine. That's a 58 or 57 or 58 Plymouth, which my brother had that same car, 413 Cross Ram induction. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, I said, Marty, can I have that Lincoln? And he goes, you mean the black one that expired in the parking lot of the Congress Inn? Yeah, that one there. God damn it.
Oh,
you gotta admit, that's a beautiful fucking automobile, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's when they used to fucking build that car right there. I actually checked, was only like 3/4 of a pound less than the gross weight of the Titanic. It literally, no, seriously, that car weighed 3 tons, weighed 6,000 pounds.
Hey, what's up, Kimberly? Thanks for saying hi. Miss you too, darling. All right.
So I've never actually officially met Kenny Casanova. Have I, Kenny?
We talked about a couple months ago. I gave you a homework assignment. I wanted you to make me a table of contents. Remember talking books with me?
Oh my
That's
God.
me.
Yes, of course. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ken. It's kind of been a whirlwind last few months for me. So
No, that's all right. No, that's fine. We were doing some book talk. Max was talking about putting a book out, and I was telling him I could help him if it could happen. So
you know what? I'm actually. It's funny because there's another guy that I work with, and we've got this little thing planned, and it's actually the whole show that I'm going to do with him is based on building a table of contents.
All right.
For my life story. And so we'll talk more about that down the road one day. But yeah, I'm looking forward. So forgive me, Kenny.
It sounds like you stole my gimmick then.
Yeah. I'm good at nicking somebody's gimmick. No problem.
Yeah.
So, Max, in your little book, on one of the pages, somewhere in the book, can we get this guy?
Oh!
No, don't do it.
Fuck,
what?
Of course, man.
Fuck you, Chris. What's wrong with you?
Smiley's got to be there, man. I love Smiley, man.
Oh,
he's just to me the quintessential fucking definition of ASN, right, man? He just completely fits the fucking for life mentality. So,
Chris, I don't mind airing out our dirty laundry for the network right here on the air. So I'm going to continue just a little bit on that note. I spoke just today to Misbehaving.
No shit.
Yeah, she finally reached out to me. Very apologetic, letting me know just that, she's still going through a lot. And she's just trying to kind of get her groove back. But she has every intention of bringing Red Ramon back to the network. So that will be really cool.
Fuck yeah.
Misbehaving. Have I met her before, Rob?
Were you on did you do the New Year's Eve show with us?
Was that when we did? Yeah, we did a bunch of drinking and live. It was. Didn't we just all drink live and everybody got pretty fucked up and.
Yeah, so she was there with DOC. They were together on it.
I am pretty sure that I must have met her.
You must have met her. She's a darling. Everybody loves her. And really, she was the catalyst for this girl power movement we're getting ready to do a campaign.
Right.
She was the one who originally wanted to do it. Also, she was going to be the face of it.
We did all the setup for it that night, if I'm not mistaken.
What's that?
We did all the setup for it that night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
talking about building the guitar and all this stuff for the things that we were going to do. And yeah.
So good shit. So Kenneth, let's get into you a little bit. You've been primarily a manager your whole career, right? You were never an in-ring worker?
A little bit, but no more than like when they threw Jimmy Hart in the ring in a tag match, or I would say Bobby Heenan, but he actually did start, working shows. So
more so you're a bumping manager.
Yeah.
What the hell is all that clicking?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not on my end.
Yeah,
I hear it all.
I hear it too.
It went away.
I know it's when Chris touched his phone. I don't know.
Maybe it's me, man. It's probably me. I probably fucked it all up.
That's what you get for making fun of me last week, fucker.
You hear that? I think he's got a parrot under the screen, and it's well trained, and he's got peanut butter.
Right.
Where you got the
peanut
butter?
I might, man. Don't be
It's
jealous.
called the noise. It's the noise parrot is what it is. It's
that's really
trained to make a fucking shitload of real nasty noise.
There, it stopped again.
I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let me check and see. Let me check and see if it's something. Maybe let me just mute mine and see if it could be me.
We could all take turns muting.
Yeah, we could play that little.
You know what? I'll run down and mute everybody real quick. We love the troubleshoot production issues.
Live.
We're multi-talented. We can troubleshoot.
It sounds a little bit like a beatbox. I thought Chris was beatboxing. A little bit. Stopped again.
Okay, that is coming from Chris's end. Is somebody
Chris,
in your room?
I'm gonna log in back out. You guys
reboot Chris and see if that fixes it, dude.
Maybe Chris has been cursed. That's what I think.
He's gonna be cursed.
Rob, why Chris is gone? So, what was you back on Everest? Were you at base camp on Everest, or were you someplace in like the Reaper Bond in Hamburg? I mean,
well, I can tell that you want a good story, so let me go ahead and launch into this. I was actually laying in bed on Percocet with my foot freshly operated on.
Oh goodness! Fuck! Why couldn't it have been on horror? Why couldn't it have been on Horror Alley in Hamburg on the Reaper Bond? That would have been a much funner story.
I had horrors with me.
Well, okay, well then that's different. So that's a Soprano moment if I ever heard one. So fucking A.
Fucking A. So all right, Kenny, what up? Everybody has their own inspiration of who helped get them on into the wrestling business. So who was your guy? Who did you lean on the most?
So who actually helped me, or who did I like? Who was
who was your inspiration to want this?
Oh, dude, I would say this is going to be, during Hulk Hogan era. It would almost be that I should have been the big Hulkamaniac, and I did like him as a kid, but I think Tito Santana, believe it or not, was my favorite.
He
was the one, when you put Tito on TV, as the defending Intercontinental Champion, and he was the one you would see all the time. Yeah, because Vince was smart. If you wanted to see Hulk Hogan, you wouldn't see him on Saturday morning. You had to go buy a ticket live, right?
Yeah.
So the guy that I would see a lot was Tito Santana. So I'd say probably him, and then maybe the Hulkster as a little kid.
Wow.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
who? Because all of us in the business, we bite styles right off the guys that we like. So like I know
Okay.
me,
Yep.
I bit a lot from Bret Hart. I bit a lot from like Savage, Mr. Perfect. I was biting off a lot of them. So who did you bite?
I'd say I got a little bite of Bobby Heenan, a little bite of Jimmy Hart, and a little bite of Captain Lou Albano, who's my
Oh.
favorite, probably.
That's a great fucking
Yeah.
combo.
Lou
Yeah.
was one of my favorite people to ever walk the business. He
Oh,
was.
he's great. He was great.
How many?
Yeah.
How often did he tell you a riddle?
Me,
It never-
myself?
Yeah, it never stopped
yeah.
with him. Always
Yeah,
a
he-
riddle.
The middle.
Yeah. He was great. I did in 1988, I lived in Binghamton, and I was let me see, I was a sophomore in
Binghamton,
high
is that New
school.
York or Massachusetts?
Yeah, New York, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was doing a fundraiser for MS, and I was still in high school. And word got out that he wanted people to go out and bring some tickets and sell them to people and put the posters up. And I did a bunch of that. So he was the first guy that actually like let me around wrestling, and I got to go out and promote a little bit of a show and see all kinds of cool stuff that he brought in. When I was used to watching WWF, I had no clue what an indie was. And he had Colonel De Beers and Sergeant Slaughter was on the show, Tony Atlas. The Samoan SWAT team was new. They were just showing up. Misty Blue was on the show, if you guys know who she is. So it's pretty cool to see a lot of different, people kind of all blended together on this indie show. And I
It
sat
does.
and ate
It
chicken
blows
wings
your
with him.
mind as a fan,
Yeah, it was
right?
really
It's
cool.
something you
Yeah.
never see coming.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I ate chicken wings with him, and he was telling me how, you got to go into a school and stuff like this. So that was my first glimpse of a little behind the scenes stuff. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Lou was a wonderful guy. Just like nice to everybody. My experience was what I saw was he was nice to everybody. Didn't matter if he was at a show, being Captain Lou, being nice to the boys and the fans. Didn't matter if we were sitting in Applebee's getting plastered. He was nice to every fucking buddy. Just an awesome guy.
Never discriminated. No, he loved everybody.
That's awesome, man.
And even when he was going through his, like, the end of his days and his dementia was really kicking in, he still had his riddles. It was great.
Well,
I'll tell you
He's a good dude.
it's what's fucked up about the business. The hard part about the business is the one thing that we all fucking have in common is concussionitis. I mean, we've all fucking had our brains bashed in, so much that you don't even realize it. Then you start if you take any kind of retrospective look at your career and you start like counting, you go, oh yeah, there was that time, and then I did, and then of course there was that one, and you just realize that how all of us don't just have horrible CTE is I don't know how there's not more guys who aren't just flagrantly and outwardly fucked up more so than you would expect,
I can't believe, because I've seen the worst case scenario concussions out of Chris. In that Joe Polani incident where that dude, this guy smacked Chris kind of on the back and the side of his head with the wrong side of the chair.
No, it was the back. It was the complete back of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the wrong side of the chair, though.
Wrong side of the chair.
So it gigged him deep.
Oh,
and I saw him go down. I saw him go down,
with
so
the
I
curved
hooked him
part
in.
of the back. Was
No.
it those steel fucking folding chairs with the curved part of the back? That's what fucking Sags hit me with in the street fight. And he just I could feel my fucking vertebrae and my back separate.
But he hit him with the bottom of the seat part of that chair.
The other side.
Yeah, it was the other side. Yeah.
So as I grabbed Chris in a rest hold to try to take a inventory of the situation,
Right.
I finally leaned in and told him, bro, you're bleeding really fucking bad. We're on the outside of the ring. Whole time, this clown who hits him, he's just walking around trying to get heat from the crowd. So Chris gets up and picks up that chair and wails holy hell on this guy. And when I finally
multiple receipts, multiple.
When I finally take inventory of where we're at, this guy is doing this number, just trying to stand still.
But
then
Rob,
he tries
you know
to walk,
though,
and he can't walk straight. So I grab him, I point him to the ring, and I give him a nudge. Told his manager, get him in the fucking ring. Now, the finish spot was not him getting pinned. But this reverts right back to how important wrestling school is and that training. Because when I got him in the ring, and I said, we're just going home right now, the guy is down on the outside of the ring. He is not getting up. It didn't help that I kicked him in the head, but...
yeah, multiple receipts.
Multiple receipts. Sounds like a CVS.
Getting fucking booted in the head is really...
But yeah, Rob, you know what's funny about that though? Not funny, but I don't remember like parts of that. Like you tell the story better than I can, because when you had me in that leg lock, the figure 4, I guess, in the floor, you're bleeding, dude. I don't remember from that point on until hitting him in the chair. Like I don't know in between. I don't remember getting in the ring. I don't remember going back to the lock, getting carried back to the locker room. Like it's very spotty.
Those are the brain cells that died. That's why.
That's probably the fucking case.
It didn't really look good because the crowd had figured out. Him and I are sorting something out because I didn't know what to do. He was laid on his back, gushing blood, so I just threw him in a figure 4. But there came a point where I sat all the way up, and so did he. Because I'm like, dude, you're bleeding bad. And we're both sitting up looking at each other. He does this. Looks at his fucking hand. He said, roll with me. Okay, so we did the rollover spot. I let go. He wasn't even completely on his feet.
I don't remember that part.
Grabbing a chair and going to fucking work on this dude. But my point was, this is where training comes into play for the students who are watching. I get him in the ring, and I decide we're taking it home right now. And Chris goes, no, you're supposed to pin him. So he was still training presence of mind enough to be where he's supposed to be. But the rest of his brain was completely checked out.
Yeah.
Total autopilot. That was a concussion.
You know what really sucks about that too? Inevitably, it was like we've talked about this over and over again. With fucking knobs and sags, is inevitably when something like that fucking happens, because I don't know why this is, but shit that fucking hurts really bad and is a shoot always visually.
It doesn't look
like
good.
ass.
No,
looks like shit.
And it's off script too,
right? I mean, it's so the irony of all of that is that's when you get fucking hurt and you then you go watch the tape or whatever and you go, fuck, that looked like shit. And here you are dying in pain, and all you can think about is, I would have fucking sold a fucking working fucking punch.
Yeah, I think the worst I've ever been hit was Missy Hyatt jumped on top of me. She was supposed to do a stunner, and she didn't do it right. She pretty much set the stunner up under her tit, so it was way messed up to begin with the start.
That sounds nice, though.
Yeah, but so when I sold it, I went down, she jumped on top of me and started doing like dropping the bombs, and they looked like hell on TV, but those were the worst. They hurt more than any other dude has ever hit me.
I have a question, Kenny. Was she hot Missy Hyatt or Missy Hyatt today?
In the middle.
Okay.
But even Missy Hyatt in the middle, Missy Hyatt in the middle is somebody you would never kick out of bed.
Yeah. Sure. No cookie crumbs in my bed. No, that's okay with her.
I think I just saw Missy a couple of years ago, and I got to be honest with you, for comparatively to some of the other fucking women out there,
Sonny,
I thought she did considerably well. Like comparing her to like Tammy, she was like, the difference was day and night compared to somebody like Tammy. So
I gotta wonder what Tammy looks like now after a couple of years of jail behind her.
I'll bet you she looks better. There's nothing else there to do but exercise.
I thought you had a picture.
Maybe.
Well, the picture that we saw was her in her
orange suit.
Her orange going to court.
Orange
That's
is the new black fucking jumpsuit.
Mm. Like she looks a little bit like Greg the Hammer now, just a little bit.
Jesus,
I was thinking more of like Mickey Rourke. You know?
Okay.
I would say she smells like him too, but Hammer always smells good, and Missy's a pig. Missy, sorry, not Missy. Sonny,
yeah. Or she looks like the bomb from Goonies, right? The fucking
yeah.
The John Matusak character.
Yeah.
Oh God! Throw Sonny from the train.
Rob really loves Sonny.
Fuck!
I fucking hate Sonny, man. I think she's such a worthless, horrible person in every regard. I hate her. She's a bitch in person. She's a bitch on TV. She's a bitch in print. I can't believe that somebody actually paid her to do porn. Gross.
Well, she's hot.
She did porn.
This was fat, nasty Sonny.
Oh my God.
That was gross.
Oh.
Of course, I had to watch it. I had to check it out. But I was like,
two times.
I guess I'm gonna have to go look that up, and see just how fucking bad it is.
I mean, I only have it saved on my phone and watch it once a week, but. Yeah.
Well, you must not fucking hate her quite that bad, then, Rob.
But I really do. I mean, I truly, genuinely. It's just like I've never seen somebody have a temper tantrum because you don't book them on something. Then you go ahead and book them anyway at the end of it all. And then they're a cunt for it. It's like, fuck you, bitch. You are nobody. Nobody came to see you. Nobody. And then when they did see you, they went, oh, God, what happened to you?
It's not the Body Donna Sonny anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pig. What a pig.
So, Kenny, tell me a little bit about your career. Forgive me, I don't. So, give me the arc of your career, brother.
All right. So I started around '94. Did a lot of stuff early on with King Kong Bundy, Bam Bam Bigelow, Tom Brandy. I did a ton of stuff with because he was real Northeast where I was.
I know Tom very well.
Yeah, he's great. Nikolai Volkov was on a lot of the shows that I did. I managed him a bunch. I would sing the Russian national anthem with him. They say this a lot about the independents, that when you are on these shows, you're with the guys who are coming up that haven't made it yet, and you're also with the guys who are coming down who did and have left. So I had kind of a big, spectrum of that. So I worked a lot with Brody Lee. I worked a lot with Aaron Casey, who became Mizdow. So I was all over the board, like working with a bunch of different people. I worked with Edge and Christian before WWE a bunch. So I did a karaoke kind of lounge lizard cross between that and like Captain Lou Albano. So like a guy who's flashy, who thinks he's sexy, but he's really quite the opposite. That's sort of the character. And it led me to manage Kamala as Kimchi a lot in the Northeast because I had the Kimchi suit. And that later on led me to write his book. And then I started an authorship career. So I've done Kamala's book, Brutus Beefcakes, Danny Davis, Vader, Sabu, Tito Santana, who we just mentioned. I just finished Greg the Hammer Valentine's book. But speaking of difficult women, his wife isn't ready to release it. So it's sitting in limbo, unfortunately, as I'm working on King Kong Bundy's book. So got a lot of stuff going on.
Why are all these old wrestlers with women who just act like they have a fucking say? You got Beefcake's cunt of a wife running her mouth on everybody.
Rob loves her.
She's a fucking pig.
I knew how to handle her. She did a good job with me and Beefcake, but I know she's difficult for some people. Greg's wife, though, more difficult. But if you've heard of like Marty Funk, there's a lot of people that have, the family are much more difficult to deal with than the actual wrestlers. That's typically the the trend. So
Yeah, it's like Janetti's new wife. She is
mm.
constantly fielding his texts and responding for him as him. And I've known Marty for 802 years. So I know when the fuck he's texting when she is.
He's another one that I might do a book with, actually. I've talked to him a handful of times, and he's down with it, and she's sort of down with it. And I own martyjanetti.com, and I'm pointing it at maybe their Facebook page or something like that. So that's how close we are to maybe doing a Marty book someday. So
fuck yeah.
That
could
would be an
happen. Yeah.
interesting read. It's funny with Marty. It's like the book you would write about his life story is really just going to be a fiction novel. Marty uses what really happened with what he just says happened a lot.
It's a lot of additives, right? On top of the story. Like it's just you don't know what you're gonna get.
You have to be able to kind of fill in the blanks anyhow with a lot of these books because, like we were saying, a lot of the wrestlers forget stuff. My wife says the fish from Nemo that can't remember anything.
Yeah,
Dory or something. Right?
Yeah, the fucking what's her name's character?
Ellen, I guess, right?
Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres character.
Yeah, you feel like that sometimes. So,
boy,
again, fuck when you get your brains bashed in CTE. Well, I mean, I think I honestly believe that if that every wrestler once they've passed, I can't believe that all wrestlers have some level of CTE. I can't believe they don't.
Right.
Because even taking if you think about it, what causes CTE is your fucking brain smashing inside of your skull because of the sudden impact, and there's nothing you can do to fix it. And there's no having headgear on would make no difference because
and even if you get the hand up, right, your head's still jerking back and your hand's hitting it, so it's still happening.
Well, what it is your actual brain inside of your skull crushing itself because in the internal hemorrhage or in the internal space that happens. And so it's just one of those things that we all deal with that. And it's just one of those things that, I mean, God damn, that's what scares me a lot. It's trying to remember things that I don't want to forget. I don't want to lose, because I do want to write a book. I do want to fill in some of those stories, and it feels like they continue to slip away. And so, the sooner you can get it out, the better.
Yep. That's why we had two introductions, Max. I met you a couple of months ago, and I met you again for the first time today.
Yeah, right. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I remember that well now. I think.
You guys are like islands in the stream.
Yeah. Or streams in the island, one of the two. Like can't
or knuckleheads on a podcast.
Yeah. Getting flipped off by Smiley.
Well, he hasn't been on the show in a while. He's giving me some grief about it today, so I let him.
And rightfully so. He does deserve. He has a distinction and an honor that always needs to be revered.
I agree. I mean, and this guy was just the creation of me smoking a joint and playing around with the editing.
Yeah. You are good. You are very good at the AI stuff, brother. I have to say, you're quite the wizard at the AI stuff, and you never cease to amaze me with that.
Ooh.
Hey, Rob, what did you use? Did you use Sora? Because it's gone now. What do you use for AI?
Shit. What do I use? Agent something or other.
Oh, all right. I was using something called Sora, and I would put together all kinds of stuff.
We were talking about that. I liked the reality of the work that you were doing when, the one that I use, it just doesn't have that option for
it doesn't let you make real people. Yeah, but that's gone now. I guess too many people in Hollywood didn't like it, so it's gone. Yeah.
So what does that mean? Too many people in Hollywood. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
So, for instance, a handful of dead celebrities they figured at first would be fair play. So you could go into this app and you could say, I want Mr. Rogers to breakdance. And then he would breakdance. Or you want Mr. Rogers to hit a bong. So once he started hitting bongs, then the Fred Rogers estate said, no, we don't want this anymore. and then they would go and call Sora and say, take the Fred Rogers profile out of the app. Don't make it easy to build a Fred Rogers hitting a bong, and then then that was gone. So that happened over and over. If you watch on Facebook or some of these other social medias, all these videos with Macho Man Randy Savage, there's a ton of them, because Macho Man's estate never complained. Most of those are probably built on Sora, because they really just kept adding to the profile and making it really seem like him. Um, but eventually Hollywood said, we don't want this. And, there's a big, if we wanted to really get into it, there's a big argument for where AI is even going to go in the future. Because if you watch Star Wars, they can build Luke Skywalker or Princess Leia and drop them young again in the movies, with Princess Leia being dead. And they want to know if that is fair, if they should license this through the family, or if SAG says if the person's not alive, they shouldn't be able to take money away from an actor who could dress up as Luke Skywalker and act it like a young Luke Skywalker. So there's arguments about how AI should be used and stuff, and they're still kind of ironing it out.
Wow. Didn't you make one where old Macho came down on Mr. Rogers with an elbow and went for a pin, and Mr. Rogers goes, "Well, that was unexpected."
Yeah, I had a couple like
that. Was
that.
you, right?
Had them fighting. Yeah, we had some fighting.
Well, that was unexpected.
You wonder. I mean, it's a lot like sampling was when
Totally,
when people first started sampling.
Exactly, yeah.
There were no rules, and I think that's, to me, that's going to be the biggest issue with AI, is how
who
are
gets
they
the money?
going to, where's the regulation going to come from on in terms of how you control it, and how there's so much of that needs to be addressed, and at so many different levels too, quite honestly.
Right. Did you see? I don't know.
Use to set the boundaries for AI at so many levels. And one of the things I've suggested, I don't know, are you familiar with Isaac Asimov, Kenny?
Sure. Yeah.
So, one of the things I've said this publicly, and I'm going to say it again, and I say it often, is, to me, one of the biggest problems that when you hear people talking about AI is there's no definitive, sort of, honestly, almost biblical set of rules on what AI should do and how it should behave in public and what it means. And to me, I think the quintessential definition of the rules that AI need to follow, and I've always believed this, once I started reading about Asimov and the things he said, to me, the 4 laws of robotics.
Right.
It isn't taken very seriously, because Asimov, because then it was complete science fiction, right?
Right.
Well, now it's not science fiction anymore. Now it's reality, and it makes complete fucking sense. How do we not have he was a prophet in the sense that his laws define that. How do we come about establishing that set of rules that protect literally the universe from that exchange, when the singularity actually happens for the first time, when a robot becomes a sentient being? What are we going to use to define how AI controls itself? And it's to me, there's a very similar comparison to the Bible, in my opinion. We are about to create sentient beings with AI. Where is the rules and the laws that bind AI? Where are they going to come from?
Right. They need some kind of computer commandments, I guess, right?
Yeah,
That's what it
exactly.
sounds
That's
like. Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. And to me, that's where Isaac Asimov fits in, because the four laws of robotics completely make sense, because it protects AI and from itself and from us, and vice versa. And so I wonder, what we're going to do. And I've heard Musk talk about it, and all the bigwigs talk about this, but nobody ever talks about Asimov and that kind of mentality. Whether we use Asimov's commandments or not, someplace somewhere there's going to have to be some commandments that AI has to follow.
We're coming close to scary age with AI too, and I'm not meaning to hijack and throw a different topic in here, Rob, because I know we're speaking, intelligence here, which is not what our audience is known for, probably. So I apologize to
Yeah,
begin
but
with,
that's what this show is known for. Just because
so
it's called WrestleShoot doesn't mean it's about wrestling all the time.
okay, so here's where we are right now with AI. From what I understand, we're close to general intelligence, which is a category of AI, meaning that AI knows basically what humans know, almost all of what humans know, and can access it like that. But the worry is once they reach complete general intelligence, it'll move toward something called super intelligence, where it's
Right.
smarter than humans, and then it starts to make decisions that it thinks humans can't make or aren't smart enough to make. And those could be that, well, if AI is going to lose power or lose consciousness or go away, then we might want to take water away from humans and move it over here. And we have the power to do that because we have a computer that can send water left or right. Humans could end up dying to keep AI alive. And that's where, they don't really know with this category super intelligence what kind of crazy decisions that AI could make for humans that could actually work against them. Meaning we need some kind of regulation, some kind of commandments to control them. So, thou shall not hurt man, thou shall not hurt ape, something like that,
Yeah, what
But
like on Star Trek, the
yeah,
commandments, whatever they call it.
Yeah,
yeah,
the fucking
general, what's it?
no, it's that
Directive, the prime
the
directive.
prime directive.
There
Yeah,
you
the
go.
prime directive. But
Yeah.
then again, that exactly that's the point of Asimov.
Mm.
Asimov has been fucking preach. I mean, that's where when you talk about prophecy and you talk about people who bring something to the table that from the very beginning when he wrote those laws, it's almost like he knew, you know, long
We're
before. There's a great song by Kansas called "He Knew," and Asimov seems to be that guy that sort of defined all this AI thing. And that's why I like what Rob does, man. The things that he draws, and I mean, all of a sudden, we're drawing things. You can just tell it to do this. You can tell it to do that. And at what point, like Kurzweil talks about the singularity. He originally predicted 45, but now he's already augmented that, and he said now he's down to like 35. And when a robot, for the first time, when artificial intelligence becomes a sentient being, as human beings, we will have created life, and we will have created potentially something that is biblical, because technically if we look at what you could do, that means that you could download through a neural link, you could download your entire brain, that which Musk is working on mapping the brain so we can record all this shit. And all of a sudden, here we are, plug your fucking self into a neural link, record the entirety of your brain, and now you put yourself into a robot and you're now on a server, and you have eternal life unless the power goes out on that server. And somehow that lost
this is turning into a fantastic conversation, guys, but it happened when we're out of time. And Max, I dropped the ball, dude. We didn't play a spot for the network here, so I gotta do that before we're out of time.
Please do it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hijack, but I love talking about fucking AI, man. I do. I really love it.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about our good friends, Phil, Lisa, and Aaron over at the Yeah Uh-huh podcast. They're a fantastic show. They are genuinely a show about nothing. Here we go.
Check out Yeah Uh-huh, the show about absolutely nothing and somehow everything. 1 minute it's nonsense, the next it's how the hell did we get here? No topics off limits, no plan, just chaos. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Subscribe to not miss a thing.
Goddamn right. Fuck
yeah,
guys.
Phil and Lisa are so amazing. If you're not in the whole crew, if you're not watching it, you should tune in. They're fucking great.
You know, I like Aaron on that show because he reminds me of the dude.
Aaron is so amazing. He's so fucking funny.
So that's what we got, guys. Give us a like, give us a follow. Man, you know, we've been on the drive for 5, looking to get 5,000 subs, and we are like about that far away. We're like 20 subs away, and we'll celebrate our 5,000 subs. We'll celebrate the fact that we brought this network from what it fell back to what it is again, and we're going to start really cranking out for 10,000 subs after that. God damn it. Kenny, thank you for finally coming on. You've always got an open invitation over here. Where can we find you, babe, and keep up with what's going on with you?
Well, I've been around so long that most social media is Kenny Casanova. That's the platform. Nobody else has it. So you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, KennyCasanova.com. Check it out.
Excellent. I might have to speak to Kenny Casanova about helping me build an ASN website. I used to be able to build websites, and I fucking suck at it.
It's getting tough now. They've made too much customization is the problem. And now I'm a little lost myself.
That goddamn WordPress is fucking me up. But guys, that's got to do it for us. We got to make way for the next. Stay with us every single blessed day. We have long form content, short form content. The upcoming website is just like our name here, ASN for life, baby. Give us a follow. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment. Even if you want to say, Rob, when are you going to stop being such a cunt? Say whatever you want to on there. Max, you're wonderful. Rob, you suck. Kenny is great. Chris sucks too because he left early. And that helps us out for the algorithms. With that being said,
please get a hold of me, man. And I just want to say, the next time, Rob, we got to talk about him. I'm turning into a merchandise where all of a sudden I got a T-shirt and an action figure, and we'll talk about that the next time. And I love this show. I love working with you guys. Kenny, it was great to meet you again. Hopefully my CTE will remind me the next time. But please get a hold of me. I'd really like to talk to you again.
Okay.
I do really want to do a book soon.
Cool. Sounds good.
Let's talk about that sometime soon, brother.
And Max, I want to talk about your merchandise thing off the air. So, guys, that's going to do it for us. Sorry, whoever's waiting to go on the air next, but, you know, it's my fucking network. So, you know, I'm leaving. Yeah. Don't be an
fat man, and you're dealing with a fat man with a big mouth. So, you know, fuck it. You know, what are you going to do?
We had to deal with 2 fucking Casanovas today. Jesus Christ. In fact, let me tell you something about Casanova.